Impressions. So this week, Mike and I played Back for Blood. We bandied together to take on zombie hordes in Turtle Rock's Back for Blood. How did we fare in our early battles? So you played more of it than I did.
A little bit more.
First off, I didn't play Left 4 Dead 2. Couldn't get anyone to... Because this was my non-gaming period of time. And
Bummer.
recently I'm like, let's play Left 4 Dead 2. That'd be cool. And zero people were interested in doing that. So, like, this is my kind of experience with the franchise. You played a lot of Left 4 Dead, is that right?
Substantial amount, yeah. We played with friends back in the day, yeah.
Yeah. And look, like, my initial impressions, like, it didn't blow me away. I didn't think it was, like, the best game ever. We both played it for free as part of Game Pass. I don't think I would have paid for it, just to be clear. But that's a cool thing about Game Pass. That's a win for Game Pass and Microsoft. Played it on the PC version of it. And it was a fun game. Like, I thought it was fun. It didn't, like, stick with me. I didn't kind of think, shit, I need to play that, you know? Like, can't wait to play that tomorrow. It was, like, entertaining, but it wasn't, like, the most captivating thing, like, overall. Like, how did it hit you?
Yeah, same. Look, I actually honestly have not seen reviews about this game. I have not seen. Apparently, it's copying a lot of flack online, and I don't know why. Personally, I enjoyed the experience. I felt it was pretty much Left 4 Dead 3 in terms of how it feels and how it plays, with a few different changes to the dynamics. So I played. For a little bit of background, I played the beta when that originally came out, and then I played a bunch of rounds with you. Played a bunch of rounds with some of our other friends, tried the solo campaign. And in the solo campaign, you can experiment a bit more because I think from what I've seen, it gives you access to all the cards. So the game has a card system, and you unlock, I'm not entirely sure how yet, but you unlock various different cards that give you different kinds of perks. And you can draw, there's you put some in your deck, and as you play, you can actually select a different card each new stage of the game. So you can mix it up, and you can try different combinations, different variations. So, for example, when I played the solo version, I focused purely on faster reload and more accuracy, but at the downfall is you couldn't use aim down sights. So you purely played without ever aiming down sights, which changes the game a little bit compared to how you normally try to play it. But in terms of the gameplay, I don't know. I find it fun. As you said, it's not one of those games that I think draws you in like Destiny or something, where it's so bloody addictive, no pun intended, that you just feel like playing again and again and again. But I also wonder if there's a bit of a peer pressure thing because we didn't get an opportunity to play every single night with the same people in the same crowd. And you really do need to have, I think, three people, including yourself, that you know and you speak to really, really get the dynamic going properly. But I enjoyed it. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the next one. I wish Swinny would be interested in joining us because we always seem to be one person short anyway. So, wink, wink.
Yeah, I just the idea of playing a game like that at the moment just hasn't been super interesting to me. Like I liked Left 4 Dead, but also zombies as a concept isn't generally appealing to me. But Left 4 Dead was kind of yes. What? Oh,
Ridden. It's not zombies.
It's not zombies.
you and
Sorry.
How dare you?
Zombies generally
dare
don't.
you.
Zombies in other media equivalent.
I know. I'm fucking around.
I'm dead.
And I think with Left 4 Dead, that was really very much a kind of like flash in the pan moment where it was like the big thing at the time. Plus, Mike actually bought the game for me, so I'm like, I actually feel compelled to play it as well.
You don't have
and
to,
I
but
liked
okay.
it, but also I wonder if the gaming landscape is just so different these days. Like, I just wonder if there's just so many other experiences that kind of are along the lines, like your Vermintides. And, not to mention, as your Destiny, like your live service games that are obviously different, but like there are other things like that now that is it special anymore.
Yeah, I think there's nothing novel about this game. Like, there's the card system, but again, that's been done in a lot of different games. For me, never played Left 4 Dead, and this structure, okay, it's a bit unique, sort of. But, I knew so much about Left 4 Dead already that I think it would have been really cool at the time. But with this, it doesn't feel like it's captured any of the zeitgeist. And I do worry about anyone making these type of games, like these co-op survival progression type games. Like, this does not feel like this is taking off at all. I don't know about you, Mike, but yeah, it hasn't really fared that well from a review stance. Yeah, I wonder, like, the player counts and stuff like that, what they're doing.
But I wonder why ultimately, because it's solid. There's nothing fundamentally bad about it. Gameplay's good, shooting's great, everything's kind of fun about it. I just think it's also maybe a saturated market. People either have the games they're already playing or different genres. I know one of the friends that joined us is into Destiny, so it didn't click with him because he's used to a certain engine, he's used to a certain thing, certain type of gameplay. So he had no interest, I reckon, but by the end of the session. And I just think there's too many bloody games out there at the moment that it's hard to just stick with something like this.
This is a Seinfeld reference, but, you know, we've already got a George. You know, like, I feel like these type of massive online games, they suffer from that. You know, like, I look at Rocket League. Like, if I'm going to play a multiplayer game, I'm like, I just play Rocket League. Like, Rocket League is honed to perfection. And I know it's a totally different game, but it's that multiplayer element to it. And, you know, again, just we've already got a George. I don't need another George.
That's how I feel about Smash Brothers and Nick All-Stars.
Yeah, very cool.
It's kind of like, as you said, it's like I already got a game like that fills that spot. But in terms of Back 4 Blood, I mean, there's definitely a lot more discussion and there's more buzz. This is going to be a horrible comparison, but I think it's apt. It's definitely got a lot more buzz than Evolve, which was Turtle Rock as well, right? So it's definitely a step up from that, as you'd expect. But yeah, like if this didn't launch on Game Pass, I think would be like nobody would be talking about this game.
I agree. I totally agree with that point.
Really good strategy to put on
the Game Pass has really saved it if it's going to do anything. And Evolve was actually a bit of a novel idea at the time. Like, that was a very even I wasn't really into gaming, and I was like, damn, that's a really cool idea. I love that. I love the logo. Like, I thought that was just brilliant and like so clever. It's almost the best thing of that game, unfortunately for it. You know, like, it genuinely is like one of the best like typography logos of all time in gaming, in my opinion. But yeah, look, I'm keen to go and play it a little bit more before I uninstall it.
Yeah, I actually want to finish the full campaign at the very least to go through the whole thing. Yeah.
Can I ask, is the backlash to do with the single player campaign? Because I know that the single player campaign doesn't give you progression.
Correct. Yeah.
Outside of unlocking maps and stuff.
You get no achievements, as far as I'm aware. You get no progression. There's no. You seem to get access to all the cards and everything like that. But I'm the wrong person to ask. I actually haven't. I just enjoyed the game. I didn't even look at the backlash of the reviews or anything.
You know, we were the same. Like, we enjoyed it. It didn't blow me away. And ultimately, I'll probably give it the same review that it's getting, which is about a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, probably.
But I didn't hate it. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand the furor that some people have just around, you know, blowing things up. So, yeah, we'll go back to it. Maybe, like, even if it's just you and I, Mike, I'm happy to duo up and match up with some randos and have a chat with some randos. We'll go off party chat.
Shout out to our homie.
Yeah. All right.